Aries, in this ever crazy changing world, it's good to have two sources of information that can help guide and inspire you: the tarot cards and the astrology stars. They're like having two wise friends. The tarot card for the first week of the month is the Justice card. The tarot card for the second week of the month is the Judgment card. The tarot card for the third week of the month is the Ace of Pentacles. And the tarot card for the last week of the month is the Ten of Pentacles. Aries, the tarot card for the first week of the month is the Justice card. The sword being held in her hand can cut both ways. The scales are held in perfect balance, suggesting a positive flow between the past and the future. Now, there may be some changes needed, but we also know that some people try to take advantage of the system so that they will have an advantage over others. And we ask with this card that true justice be done. Now, as we look down into the astrology, the month begins with Venus in the 7th house, square to Pluto in the 10th house, and the moon in the 5th. Now, this sets up a dynamic T-square that can cause disagreements with partners over creative projects and maybe personal preferences. You're going to have a little patience to try to iron out the details. You have extra energy to spare, as the Sun will be conjunct Mars up in the 9th house of ambition, suggesting you focus your energy on your goals. If you have a good strategy and understand the rules of the game, you're likely to be successful. Finally, Saturn will square both the Sun and Mars from the 12th house of limitations. This is a warning not to be too sure of yourself. So take time to review your plans and also take time to repair any personal weaknesses. The card for the second week of the month is the Judgment card. This is a very important card. It shows Gabriel blowing the horn of awakening. You can see people rising up from what appears to be a graveyard, and they're rising up into a new life. This represents the possibility of a new beginning and a higher consciousness. Now, as we look into the second week, it shines under a new moon up in your 9th house, bringing a new cycle of ambition and understanding. You want to learn and grow, for you can sense a new potential for expansion. Now, Mercury will be going retrograde on the 13th in your 10th house of career, and he will trine Jupiter in the 2nd house of resources. Now, this could bring news concerning money, so watch your budget. And there is also an opposition between Jupiter and Venus from the 2nd to the 8th house, and that's going to tempt you to be extravagant and excessive, which could set you back with business and also intimate partners, so be careful. Now, there will be a trine from Saturn to Venus from the 12th to the 8th houses, and Saturn may be your lucky star, as his natural tendency is to conserve money and energy, and this may help also to stabilize your emotions. The tarot card for the third week of the month is the Ace of Pentacles. This card represents the beginning of a new cycle of success. You can see the hand is holding out the pentacle to you. Now, this usually has an effect in business or investments. There may also be a possibility of some type of inheritance or other type of gain that will bring you prosperity and enjoyment. Now, as we look down into the astrology, the third week begins with the Sun in your 9th house, squared to Neptune in the 12th house. Now, the energy of the Sun inspires you to jump ahead to the future, by following your ambitions. However, the square to Neptune in the 12th house suggests you may need to be extremely clear about what you can do and what you want to do before your imagination trips you up. You might have some hidden fears as well. Venus in the 8th house will square the moon in the 11th, warning you to know what kind of support you can expect from others. It may be less than you think. And Mercury continues his retrograde in the 10th house, suggesting you need to use logic and not rely on emotions and dumb luck if you're to get ahead. So revisit your plans and make any necessary adjustments. Now, the tarot card for the last week of the month is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is a very good card. It shows a family in a garden standing in front of a very large house. It is lush and suggests that life is good and prosperous. So this card suggests wise investments in gaining the good things in life and maybe some sort of success. As we look down into the astrology, the month ends with the sun entering Capricorn and your 10th house, focusing on the traditions of the season and your desire to gain and enjoy any recognition you deserve for hard work. It may come your way now. You may also see a bonus or raise as the sun trines Jupiter down in the 2nd house of money and resources, and this can bring a new sense of generosity and kindness to you. Now, Venus in the 8th house will also trine Neptune in the 12th, which makes everyone feel spiritually renewed. Make sure you take time to deepen your spiritual understanding of the process of giving, receiving, and most of all, loving. Mercury retrograde and Mars in the 9th house brings a note of caution if you are traveling. Many people are not as controlled as you are.
Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and this is my story. If you are a spiritual seeker, it may help you on your journey. I believe your spiritual development is as important as your religion. If you look at Christianity, it focuses on the life of Jesus. But Jesus was never a Christian. He was Jewish. If this thought intrigues you, you'll enjoy my new book, Light from Water, Freeing Jesus. It's available on Amazon.com and through fine bookstores. And it may help you on your spiritual journey.
I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank you for listening. Please like my videos and share them with your friends. And if you'd like to know more information and how to get help personally, get a private psychic and spiritual reading or a natal transit astrology chart, go to my website, professorastrology.com, and go to the private services page. And that's where you'll get the information. It's professorastrology.com, and I hope you have a great month.